Hey everybody. Uh, Today, because we were talking about modeling, so I bought a modeler, and it is the uh, Headrush mx5, but it's the limited edition. It's the silver, which is I think cooler. So, um, this is just to show that no modeler is really better than the other. Now, when you get up in the price range, of course, they start to get a little more complex to work, like the fractals. That's why you use the edit software. And they do sound better, but not a whole lot. This is a modern recto. Sounds good. I could gig with that. Now I altered that a little, and here's how easy it is. Like, you can tap and turn things off. There's an on-off button right there. Um, I did. Let's see. I did. Here's an EVH patch. Something that sounds good. I did a Marshall. So, can I do a gig with this? Yes. Now, again, it's not going to sound as good as the fractal. The fractal is, when these first came out, were like $2,000. This is 536. I think I paid. They're $499 plus tax. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this, give someone a deal on it, because I bought it. I paid 536, but if anyone's interested, contact me at jittboy@yahoo.com. Just sell me the money, 350, and I'll ship it to you. I have a Boss GX 100 coming, so again, those are $600. So I'm gonna give somebody a deal on that if I don't keep it. But I did sell my fractal, and I sold one of my Gibsons up there. So that's why you don't see that up there anymore. I'm just going to move gear around just so we can go through and get some gear and I don't lose a ton of money. But please like and subscribe the video. And again, no modeler is better than the other modeler. It might be easier to function, easier to use, but in the end, the sound of it, you can make any of these sound good. Those patches that I just did sound good. But don't be fooled. If you see some guy on there with a track, he's probably triple tracked it and run it through Pro Tools to fatten it up. So what you hear isn't what you're going to get. This is into a board, into the iRig, into the phone with nothing touched. It's not being processed whatsoever. All the EQs on the board are flat. So if you play this through like a cab or a PA or into your rig, this is the sound that you're going to get. So it's not altered anyway. These other guys that are getting these, again, they get them shipped to them for free, and then they promote the piss out of them, and they make them sound better than they actually are. Not to say that they sound bad, but everything on YouTube, what you buy, and you go, oh man, that sounds great, and you go buy it, and then you go, it doesn't sound like that. That's because they're not telling you the whole truth. That they're running it through Pro Tools. They ran it through they like got me. I run through a Tascam and then I run into Pro Tools or Ableton Live, and I can make this sound like a fractal. But live, it's not going to sound like a fractal, and it doesn't respond like a fractal. But is it good enough to do a gig? Absolutely, 100%. Like I could gig with any of these. The cleans are good, and there's a couple patches. The EV8 sounds good. The modern Recto sounds good, which I probably would use that patch, and then I would pull a couple of the cleans, and I would put a clean, and then the modern Recto on the two. So you can have 3-foot switches with basically 3 scenes or 3 patches right there, and then on that scene I'd have the 2 rectos and then the clean patch. So you got a dirty and a lead and a clean. That's all I need for a gig. You know, switching all these other patches, like if you're on a gig, unless you're doing something like a Fleetwood Mac cover with the swells and stuff, then you might want something with an extra delay. But you know, if you have the extra block, you put, like in this Marshall, there's an extra block, so you put another delay and you turn the delays on and off with the tap feature, you know. But other than that, they all sound pretty good. None of them sound bad. That's what I was saying before. If you listen to me now, go back a couple videos and listen to the Fractal. You'll say, yeah, they sound a little different, but they both sound good. There's no better sounding one. Technology is caught up to the other. Now, when you get into the effects and the way that the unit works, like a Fractal, of course, but you know, everything's catching up. But a Fractal for $2,000 when they came out, it's like the F9. It's like $2,000. It better sound good for $2,000. This was $536. But you know, this is more consumer friendly, is how I'll put it, because for the local musician who are doing gigs at a bar, this is all you need. If you're doing little recordings, this is all you need. That's it. All right, peace out.